Yo, what are we talking about today?
New what?
There's a new menu at
11 Madison Park.
And it's going to be
Meat-free.
That's right. Let's talk about Daniel Humm, who is making lots of news and waves in the industry. What's up? I'm Percy. He's
not doing.
Oh.
And Percy is delivering the co-star.
Did you take an Uber here?
I took a horse.
Ubermerce?
Hey, I'm not a horse.
She's a horse.
Welcome to the hit, brand new, critically acclaimed, internationally lauded morning show called the... Found it. Calendar person, what is the date today?
Friday, May 7th.
And it is Roast Leg of Lamb Day. It's a weird day, and I'll get to the reason why I bringing it up in a second. So sheep have been domesticated. It's one of the first domesticated animals, and it goes back, 11,000 BC.
I don't know how long that is.
Yeah, well, like...
Oh, I know that's a long time.
Yeah, like 13,000 years ago.
Why couldn't they just have said 13,000 years ago?
That's true. But I bring this up because the real news of the day is the news at 11 Madison Park. One of the top, if not the top restaurants in the world. People say this is the best restaurant.
Gotta go to New York.
Yeah, maybe one day. Although it's like $400 to eat there for one person.
Thanks.
So maybe we won't all be eating there together.
Anytime soon.
Yeah, maybe one of us can go in, eat a bite, the other person then can go in, eat a bite, and we'll rotate.
Maybe we could just buy one burger and then split it.
They don't have burgers.
Well, we could buy one of.
It's like one of those fine dining places. So one of the dishes that really made them come to fame, I think, was celery root cooked in a pig's bladder.
Oh!
Yeah. That sounds like something I'm not sure I want to eat. But no more pig's bladder.
Oh!
Yeah. No more meat. They're going vegetarian after when they reopen here after the pandemic. They've been closed since March. I believe March of last year. Throughout the pandemic, they've been preparing food boxes for needy families. The executive chef and owner, Daniel Humm, I think I might be saying his name right-ish. They're trying to recognize that meat is not exactly the most sustainable thing, potentially, in this world. For a lot of reasons, right? Yes.
What is sustainable meat?
We put a lot of energy into having meat around. And it might be better for the world, climate change, to not be eating and processing as much meat as we do. And so, they're going all vegetarian, which is quite a change. Best restaurant in the world, fine dining, now they're going to get rid of this major ingredient, meat. Such a staple to people's diet. This is going to be quite a creative challenge.
What's their substitute idea?
They're just going to have to get even more inventive with vegetables.
Prices are going to go down.
The prices are going to stay the same. Food costs are going to go down, but our labor costs are going to go up because they're going to have to spend even more time perfecting and getting creative in recipes with vegetables. It's going to be a challenge.
So it's going to take more time.
It's going to take more time to do things with vegetables, just to make them more creative. But a lot of people look at 11 Madison Park as the leader. And so if they're going to do this, they're hoping a lot of people might kind of take an example and be like, hey, we could maybe do more with vegetables and not rely so much on meat like we do. And so we've been trying that actually here a little bit more, eating a little bit more vegetarian. Flirted with being completely vegetarian. It's tough. It's a very tough thing to do.
I don't think we're going completely vegetarian.
I mean, hopefully someday. It's just
Maybe
tough
someday.
right now being gluten-free, dairy-free.
True.
It's true.
That's definitely true.
Daniel Humm has this great interview on the How I Built This podcast. He says this that really caught my attention when he said it.
He is the boss of the
He's the boss, head chef of 11 Madison Park, yeah. Hospitality is more important than even the food.
I don't get that.
So he's saying that to run a great restaurant, the food is maybe the second priority. The first priority is how you treat the people, how you treat the customers, but I think he'd maybe agree, I'm putting maybe some words in his mouth, that it's also how you treat your employees. Hospitality is about treating the humans involved. Lots of examples this week of not treating humans very well.
Like?
We're not gonna name names. You know what it's time for.
She's really a dog, but she's really...
I cannot keep the count.
Really, yes, seahorse, but she's really a hummingbird, but she's really still a good dog.
Hey, Murs. Yeah, what's up?
So Murs, we're talking about meat today.
Yeah.
So your parents are coming to visit this weekend. And I was talking to your dad. He's finally realized he has a crippling deli meat addiction.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to quit cold turkey.
That wonderful joke was posted by Anxieuxd. ANXIEUXD. Anxieuxd on Reddit. Thanks so much for watching these weird videos. But we will hopefully then see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Hume, also known as Hum.
Well, oops.
Maybe
let's-
pronounced totally different than Hume.
Let's look it up. Tonight Show. How does Jimmy pronounce his name?
Chef Daniel Humm, check out his new book, 11 Madison Park, the next chapter.
Maybe less Hume, more Whom. I think. I think that's how Jimmy just pronounced it.
Wrong, and I was right. Well, I was partially right because I said maybe we're both wrong, so I was kind of right.